Okay, here's our cutting machine made by the Fox Company and Global Technical Networks. These guys did a fantastic job. This thing was made completely from scratch. Saves us we cut these things about 6 times faster, 6 times fewer man hours to cut than what we previously did. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you around the machine here. First of all, there's a really nice shaft on here. It's got an air bladder in here that inflates and expands and grabs onto this tube. It's got an edge control laser right here so that this whole roll slides back and forth in order to keep this edge control right, and lines up with this line. It feeds in perfectly. You can see it's very sensitive and adjusts nicely, perfectly right on the line. This thing basically cuts rectangles out of a 8-foot roll that we have here. We can go as wide as 10 feet with this machine, but it cuts basically height and width. And what happens is there's a knife right there that runs across, drops down, and that's my slitter. It cuts that direction and then feeds through. This is an X-ray light so I can inspect the fabric, make sure that there aren't any loom errors in my mosquito netting. And then you'll see in the next video, this thing, you just push a button and it gets going. And here's my slitter right here. It's slitting a real narrow little thin slit at the moment. Everything runs by air. Got an air line there, goes all the way up over to my air compressor somewhere on the other side of the room. But this is my machine and I am a dead man without it. It is really, really nice. Very, very accurate. You know, cuts, gosh, within like a quarter of an inch. Here's a computer display. Everything's touch tone or touch screen. See if you can see it here. You know, everything's touch screen. And that's it. We'll show you how. Okay, Juan's entering in the information. Okay. We're ready to go. And it's slitting as it's cutting, so it's trimming off the height. You can kind of see it falling over the floor over there. Thin little sliver there. Pauses for a moment, asks for the next height of the next curtain. Finishes the cut. Cuts by itself. Okay, go ahead, Chinda. Drops to the floor. Go right into the next cut. Saves us loads of time. Right now, one operator can do the work of 2 operators on our other machine in about 1/3 of the time, so it's a huge cost saver. All right, Chinda, go ahead. We have Chinda just picking them up here because she has nice feet. Want to go into the next one? Go right into the next cut. So it's cutting height and width all in one shot. Huge time saver. Over there we have this X-ray light over there to inspect the netting to make sure there aren't any loom errors. And there we go.